In this After Effects tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this pretty cool snowflake animation inside After Effects. Now what's going to be nice about this is that it's going to be able to loop over and over again seamlessly. So be sure to watch till the end to see how to do that. Let's dive in. So I'm inside Adobe After Effects, and to get started, I'm going to go up to Composition, New Composition. I'm going to name my composition Snowflake Animation. From the preset for now, I'm just going to choose 1920 by 1080 and 29 frames a second. For the duration, I'm going to make it 30 seconds long and then click OK. First, I'm going to create my background. So I'm going to go up to Layer, New Solid. Doesn't really matter what the color is, just make sure that you click on Make Comp Size and click OK. Then navigate to the Effects and Presets and search for Gradient Ramp. We're going to click and drag this effect onto our solid here and change the colors here. For the top color, I'm going to choose a light blue, maybe something that looks like this. And what I'm going to do is select and copy the hex code right here, click OK, and then go to the end color, paste it inside that hex code color, and then click and drag this down to create a darker shade of that hue, and then click OK. So now we should have a background like this. Now the next step is to add in our snowflakes. What you first have to do is find an image of a snowflake. Now you can go on Google and search, but if you're looking for royalty-free stock assets, a good website I like to use is called Freepik.com. I'll leave this website linked underneath below if you want to check it out, but they have a lot of great free assets on this website if you're looking for simple graphic design stuff. So if we click on the search icon up here, we can search for snowflakes. And what I did for this tutorial is I downloaded this asset right here by clicking on the download button. Then I opened it up in Illustrator and just copied and exported out the snowflake here. So essentially inside my Finder, I have this image of a snowflake. So what I'm going to do is import this inside After Effects. So with After Effects open, I'm just going to click and drag this into my project. I'm going to click OK to import it. And then I'm just going to simply click and drag this to my timeline. Now what we can do is hide the snowflake layer for now by clicking on the eye icon. And then what we can do is go up to Layer, New Solid. And what I'm going to name this is Snowflake Animation. Once again, make sure it's comp size and click OK. Then the effect that we're going to add to this to generate the snowfall effect is going to be CC Particle World. So navigate to your Effects and Presets window and search for CC Particle World. Click and drag this to the solid. And if you click and drag your timeline out, you should see particles generating here. Now inside Effect Controls, we're going to be making adjustments to place the snowflake in here and to get realistic snow falling in our scene. So the first area to go is to twirl down under particle. Change the particle type to textured square, and what this enables you to do is to select one of the layers inside your timeline as the particle by going underneath texture and clicking on texture layer drop down, snowflake. So now you can see that we have the same particle animation, but now it's with our snowflakes. Now from here, we're going to make several adjustments here to get it looking natural. The first one I want to recommend is by changing the color map from birth to death to origin constant. This just makes it the same color that the original snowflake was. And what I'm going to do for this animation is leave birth size and death size the way it is, but I'm going to change up the size variation to 100% and the max opacity up to 100% as well. Then we're going to go up to longevity. I'm going to change this to 10 seconds. That way they last for a long time. And then we're going to go under the Producer tab. Underneath Producer, we're going to change the position Y value to -0.2. And this just brings it up a little bit outside of our scene. And then for the radius, we're going to change the X and Y and Z values. For the X value, I'm going to change it to 1.5. This basically makes it wider. And radius Y, I'm going to change it to 0.5. And for Z, I'm going to change it to 1. And what Z does, it basically adds more depth to the snowflakes. So you'll notice more variance. Some are further away from the camera and some are closer or appear larger in the frame. So now that we have that, we can click and play this back and you can see that we have snowflakes falling now. Now next what we can do is go into physics and change how the animation occurs. So I recommend changing it from explosive to twirl. And this gives a nice rainfall or snowfall effect. For the velocity, I'm going to change it to 0. And for gravity, I'm going to change it to 0.02. So very slow. And you might want to change up the resistance a little bit depending on how this animation looks. If it's too fast, you can change it up. I recommend maybe changing it up to 1. And for the extra angle, I'm going to change it to 90 degrees and that'll add a nice twirl to it. So now we have a nice snowfall animation. But how do we make this loop? Well, what you can do here is go out in your timeline, maybe to 10 seconds or so, and click on the stopwatch next to birth rate. Click U on your keyboard to bring up the keyframes. I'm going to zoom in by using the plus key on my keyboard, go out 1 frame, and then change this back down to 0. And what you can do from here is click B on your keyboard And that changes the workspace so that this is the start of the composition essentially. And from here, what you can do is click on the layer, click duplicate to duplicate the layer. I'm going to zoom out and then just click and drag this to the start where your playhead is. Then once again, click on this layer, click U to bring up your keyframes, go to your last keyframe here right before you turn it down to 0, and then click N on your keyboard to make an end point of the workspace here. And from here, what you can do is just right click and go trim comp to work area. And now you'll notice when we play this back, it loops seamlessly from the end to the beginning. So that's how you can create a loopable snowflake animation inside Adobe After Effects. Now, if you want to learn more about After Effects, there's several tutorials on my channel. I will leave one that you might like linked right up there. Feel free to go check that one out. But that does it for this tutorial. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.